An estimated 70 million Americans own a tablet device enabling them to download and read the electronic version of thousands of books at their leisure. But with the number of tablet users growing, is the local library still relevant to communities? Broward is the second largest library system in the state and the ninth largest in the nation. Dorothy Klein is the executive director for the Broward Public Library Foundation. She joins us now to explain how your local library is keeping up in the digital age. And thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Sparrow.
How will libraries remain relevant in the 21st century?
You know, libraries have always been and will always be about information, books, and reading. You can hold a book in your hand, you can read it on your mobile device. It doesn't really matter to a librarian. Everyone just is encouraged to be reading.
The perception that most people have about libraries, it's a repository of thousands and thousands of books. Now, how do you make this transition? How do you tell the public that the purpose of the library has changed?
You're right. Libraries are in transition. They are active. They're sometimes very noisy places to be. And there's much more than books available at your library, although books will always be the primary purpose for a library.
Historically, you've always had books there. You're looking to talk with other people to find out where we should go next. How do you do your research to find out where the library will be in, let's say, 10 years?
There's a very active community of people involved with libraries, library directors, people who do what I do, library foundation directors who provide private funding to help run libraries. And we're talking to each other all the time. We're looking at pilot programs. We're looking at trends. Following trends is very important in the library system.
What are some of the things available at the library that might surprise some people at home right now that you offer that they might know is not out there?
Well, they can sit at home and access virtually everything the library has to offer. Their kids can get homework help. They can get job coaching assistance. And 24 hours a day, they can download free music and free books.
And that's all available right now?
Absolutely available right now.
Where do you think you'll be going in the future?
I think those mobile devices are going to become more and more important as sources of information. And the libraries will have to pay attention to that and come up with other ways. Right now, we have more than 2,000 computers in the library branches, the bricks and mortar buildings. Perhaps those computers, the number of computers, will not be necessary in the future.
Are you also partnering with schools?
We work with schools all the time to provide assistance to put on programs that the children will want to come to. Storytelling, you know, the old-fashioned art of storytelling is as important today as it was 100 or so years ago, and always will be.
Are all the libraries moving in the same direction at the same time, or are many lagging behind?
Broward County Library is certainly one of the largest urban libraries, and therefore I think it is taking a leading role. And the same could be true for Miami-Dade and many other libraries in the state. But the smaller libraries are just moving along at a slower pace. But everyone is going to have to get there if libraries are going to continue to be relevant. We believe that people still enjoy reading, always will, no matter whether it's a hardcover or they're doing it on a mobile device.
Are you providing training as well for people to develop their social media skills?
Absolutely, and we do it in several different ways. The Library Foundation itself provides computer training classes for those people who want to brush up on their skills or simply learn for the first time how to use computers. Library staff is trained.
All right, well, thanks so much for joining us. This hour's newsmaker Dorothy Klein from the Broward Public Library Foundation. I'm Sparrow Canton.